Alright, what's up guys? So back with another one here, another Juna diary entry. So if you want fighting game news, go somewhere else. I just wanna talk. I just gotta get this off my chest because this past weekend was EVO Las Vegas 2025, and like you guys, like you stream monsters at home, well actually probably not, I bet a lot of you guys went, but I did not go. For the first time in like 12 or 13 years, I missed EVO, right? So I've gone to every single Vegas one, every single Japan one since its inception, even before when it was called Sai, before it was even Japan. I've been going to every EVO for the past like 13 years. Not even my first one though. My first one was 2008. So almost 20 years I've been going, and I missed it. I didn't think it was gonna be a big deal. I was like, oh, you know, I missed it. I'll go back next year. But it hurt, dude. That's why I'm making this video. You know, the SpongeBob meme. I was a Squidward. I was just in my house, like on my phone. I was like, damn, I wish I was there. Damn, I wish I was there. So yes, what happened? Like I said, I've been going for a while. I started going as a player, then I started hosting the anime suite, then I was going for work. You know, I was doing Beast TV Twitch work, I was working with Anika, and then I transitioned to full-time like commentator, right? I've done top 8, I've done in-house top 8, I've done hosting work, translation work, MC work, stream top 8 for multiple games. So I had expected, you know, I applied for commentary again this year, like everyone has to apply. So I applied. I expected I would get some sort of position, but I was waiting, no response, and then I got the email, and it was just like, hey, thank you for the application. You weren't selected. Feel free to try again next year. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I did something wrong. I don't know. Maybe last year I got sick. Maybe I said something on Twitter. Maybe I made somebody mad. I don't know. I'm not upset about that. It's their choice. But the response came a little bit too late, right? It came like mid-July or something. And at that point, you know, I just had my second daughter. I was like, I don't think I should be booking a trip last minute just to go out and have fun. So I decided to stay home, skipped it. I stream Monster like you guys. So I just want to talk about my weekend, my EVO experience. This is new for me, right? My EVO experience at home. So I watch at home, but of course there is like the absolute different time zone. So basically I can only really check it out in the morning when things are happening. But this year, going into EVO, so I was most excited, of course, was the extended lineup. So this is BlazBlue's first appearance as an official title. It's been there, but it's the first time as like an official title since, was that 2017? I was there. I did top 8 commentary there. I was doing it with Obama in house, but 17, I think. The Fenrich, do you say grand finals? But yes, I was looking forward to this. Fenrich was back. We had all the stories. We've been following it on the channel, building up. So I was most excited for that. And then, you know, I was gonna watch everything I could. And I will say, I was not disappointed. Right? I was not disappointed. So we're gonna watch the BlazBlue matches on a different video. We'll go over them. But I gotta give a shout out to I can't believe it. Young guy, man, made top 8 on the winner's side. Of course, he choked hard, you know, as expected, but he made it all the way to top 8 on the winner's side. And then he lost 4 rounds straight or 6 rounds straight. I don't know, but shout outs to him. And Bobby was doing well as well. So I was in there, I was enjoying it, you know, even though I would have been screaming if I was there, but I was on my little phone, getting hyped, cheering him on. Then I got banned. I don't know why I got banned. Some weird mod banned me. So I couldn't cheer my boys on. I was salty. But even so, I was still there watching. So it was really, really fun. So not disappointed in the BlazBlue action at all. The other thing, I think that was my highlight. Another highlight that I was not interested in was, it turned out to be, I was very, very wrong, but was the OG hunt. So OG hunt we've been covering on this channel for years now, right? I even got, sorry, it's down there, but I have the Betty cheer towel. They sent me the Betty cheer towel. But yeah, so we've been covering the OG hunt for years. When this got announced, you know, Betty versus Justin Wong, I was like, okay, that's a cool publicity stunt. That's you know, like that's cute. Justin's gonna play. It'll be super free for Betty. I thought there was no chance. I thought Justin had a 0% chance to win this, and they went the distance. Justin won. They went the distance, went all 3 sets. So that was super hype. I could not believe it. And I'm so lucky too, because if you know anything about fighting games, there's always a ton of side betting going on. So Justin's buddy, Alkameshi, he's always side betting. So he put out a tweet like, anybody like Betty? Thankfully, because of the time zones, I did not see that tweet until later. I would have put down $1,000. I would have lost $1,000 betting on Betty. But shout out to Justin. It's super, super impressive. Maybe we'll talk about that in another video too. But the reason why it's impressive too, and again, I don't want to sound like, oh, Justin's a scrub. Justin's not. He's washed, but he's so busy. I'm sure you guys already, how much stuff he does. All the different games, all the travel, the commentary, like everything he's doing. It's insane that he can do all that, and he's got a family to take care of, and still grind Street Fighter to beat Betty, who just plays that game all day. I literally was, I don't, what's the word? Not glazing. I was very inspired as an old man, right? As an old man who's also, raising kids. I don't have the energy or the drive to grind like that. I don't think it can be done, but the fact he did it was awesome. That was a highlight of my weekend for sure. Another highlight, so I watch a lot of the games, right? Like, honestly, I would say the top eight's always exciting in the arena, but as a stream monster, like the match, like, all right, Tekken Grand Finals, you saw, like Anna versus Anna. It's like, all right, buddy. You had Street Fighter 6, which is a straight blow up. Mena did that in Japan. He did it at EVO Japan, 2 years ago? Just 3-0, just boring. He did it here, just demolished everybody. So it's exciting if you're a Mena fan, but if you want to see a good match, it wasn't too good. Sorry. I watched Drive, I watched Granblue, I watched basically everything I could. But the best top 8, the best Grand Finals for me, by far, easy, was Fatal Fury. City of the Wolves. So if you didn't watch this one, if you've been following this game, I've been saying this game is very good. Aside from Revlo, this game is very good. It's cool. It's fast paced, high execution, high pressure, and it was insane. Like Goichi versus ET. ET reset the bracket. Goichi was sweating. It reminded me of like the old Sonic Fox sets where like two players are super locked in, super locked in. It's a high damage game, so like any mistake, like any bait, you just melted right there. So it was really exciting, and Goichi pulled it through at the end. It's also funny too, because the match before, when ET beat Fenrich, that proved me right. I just talked about Rev Blow, about Sot Blow. He abused it. He mashed that like 20 times. Like, go back and watch that set if you want to see. I was right. That the weird SNK fans told me, oh, you're a scrub, just react to it. No. If you give a good player that tool, they're going to abuse it. But yeah, Fatal Fury, that was the best top 8 for me. Speaking of that, I also need to give a shout out to, this was new. So, like I said, I was just Stream Monster. There's too much going on at EVO. Even if you're at EVO, there's too much going on, right? There's too many games, there's too much happening. But this was new. I didn't need to go out of my way to say this was great. These new graphics, right? So these were not here last year, or at least I didn't see them last year, but these were super helpful, right? They put these out for basically like every other main title, and it gave you an update of what was going on with the top seeds. As you see, it's like, all right, it's so easy. Man, this is genius. But like if it's green, you can just ignore it. All right, Punk, nothing happened. Punk, nothing happened. Ending Walker, oh, yellow, okay, he lost. Who did he lose to? It's right there. Red, they're out. Like, so before we had to like scroll through Twitter, and actually it's usually like the Japanese guys, who was it, Furious, that updates it. But even that takes so much time and everything. This was amazing. This is so good. They need to bring it back next year. And like, if they could hire more people, even do it for the extended lineups, this is perfect. They did this one as well, the Victory Path. So you could see who they beat to make it the top 8, but these two, they did it for every game. So I was always, even though I couldn't watch everything, it was so easy to just go to the main, EVO page, keep track of everything. It was amazing. Perfect. I think you probably only needed it at EVO, but it would be cool to see this at more events. But yeah, maybe only EVO needs it. But this was awesome. This was awesome. The other thing I guess I got to talk about too, is that there wasn't that many announcements really. Nothing that we didn't really. There was no like big drops, right? You got like, all right, you have all the characters we knew were coming out. I guess like Tekken got a new character, but like I thought it was Josie. I was like, is that Josie? Is that Azucena? Is that Christy? Is that Katarina? Like the Tekken female character designs are pretty forgettable. So I didn't even know this new girl. I already forgot her. But aside from like, you got little trailers with characters, no big drop. But the one trailer, the EVO trailer that got me, I'm still a little depressed, was Lucy. So we knew Lucy was coming out, right? We knew all about her. We've seen like leaks and everything. But when they played her trailer and then they switched to that damn song, what's it called? I Really Want to Stay at Your House. When they hit that song, I was like, son of a, all like the pain came flooding back, man. I'm bummed. They better not add it to Strive. If I have to hear that song again, it's a great song, don't get it wrong, but if I gotta like just tune into a stream and I hear that song playing, just get like flash bombed with memories, like no thank you. But yeah, not really like any huge announcements, which is, I think that's the norm recently. It feels like Evo is not a place where they announce stuff now. Like announce like, hey, new game is coming out. They do it at like game shows or something. But in terms of new games, as I said in the other video, you know, I'm free from the hype cycle. I don't trust any of these influencers anymore. I don't trust any of these influencers anymore. But we have to talk. I saw 500 tweets over the weekend about Tokon. Tokon is the one. This is the game. This is the future. Like the insane like this is the best game of all time. I'm not falling for that. I'm excited as well, but it's like, wait a second. This is the same thing you guys said about Net Impact. This is the same thing you said about Project L. But yes, it looks like the hype cycle is beginning again on Tokon. The good news though is I guess that's a big announcement, is that what is it called? The playable demo for that game is actually in September, so very, very soon. The problem is it's PS5. So I don't have PS5. I gave my PS5 back to our event, Time to Guide Tuesday, so I got to figure out if I'm going to go pick it up. That PS5 heavy as hell, by the way, if you don't know. I got to go figure out to go pick up that PS5 just for the Tokon beta. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when it gets closer, but yeah, that's it. So that was basically, you know, what happened in the tournament. But then all my friends that were there and all the photos of people just like, you know, having fun, like not networking, but you know, like socializing, gambling, drinking, going to the pool, going out to eat. Man, I missed it. It stunk being home. So I vowed to myself over the weekend, as Leo's running around, I'll never miss an Evo again, you know? So I can pick for commentary this year. I don't know if my commentary career is done, so I'll apply again next year. But if I don't get picked, it's fine. I got a backup plan. I think I'll just book. I think I'll just book early myself, and then we'll see. If I don't get picked, I'm like, I got it. All right, I got the ticket and everything. If I get picked, I'll cancel. We'll go. But I can't miss Evo. Missing it made me realize how big a part of my life it is. So it's like, it's hard to describe. It's not like, oh, every day Evo affects my life, but like that's the one time a year I go home. I go back to the States. That's the one time a year I meet everybody, say what's up. It's like a good break in the middle of the year. So like my schedule's all out of whack right now. This is supposed to be the post Evo, the second part of my year, but I don't know. We got to get used to it. But anyway, that's it. That was my diary entry. Now I want to hear from you guys. Did you go? Were you there? What did you enjoy? What was fun? What games were good? I still have a lot to catch up on all the VODs and everything I missed. How were the improvements? I know there are a lot of things they said they improved from last year. Were you a stream monster? Have you ever gone to Evo, man? Let me know. I don't know. Let's just talk about it. But I'm glad I got that off my chest. This weekend was rough. And now that it's done, we can get back to focusing on the fighting game and stuff. But yeah, still watching. Thank you. I'll see you next year at Evo. I'll be there. I promise you. But if you haven't already hit that sub button, I'll catch you next one. Peace.